people who you grew up with, why you want them salty? Why, if you know it's gonna make people salty. You knew it was gonna come out the way it came out. Because you said it. This gonna make people salty. Yo, why would you want to put that type of pain on people like that? You know what I mean? And then you're gonna talk about I got love for them. Like, I hate when people say that I got love for them, but then it be some other shit behind that. Yo, I got love. Yo, it gonna make people salty. Why do that? Why? Like, what was the purpose of doing that? People out here fucked up. You got some people out there, some people doing better than them, but people fucked up. And you want to make them salty. You living good. Stay out the way. Stay out the way. You living good. Nobody from the block never came out and said anything negative towards you dudes. And to be honest, and Mace said that slick shit like, yeah, when he was on, but it never came on like how I came on. Like I made it pop. But bro, we all know what it is. Making something pop is doing something for your community. Ask anybody, have it ever been a cookout? They've been out for over 25 years. Have it ever been a cookout, block party, any donation, anything you ever did that? Never did it. Nobody never came out like other places. You see dudes try to expose people. Nobody in our block never did that to none of them.
Never seen nobody say anything about CaM from up that way negative either.
Oh man, nobody do that. Like people, a lot of people from the block, I'm gonna tell you what it is. A lot of people from the block feel a way, right, about them. But they'll never say it because a lot of people just don't, that's just not their thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm a type of, I'm always gonna get my own money, do me anyway. So I never had issues. Like I never looked at them like, look for nothing. I see them, yo, what up? Da-da-da. You know what I'm saying? CaM saw me like, yo, I like what you're doing, blah, blah, blah. I saw him like, yeah, what up? You know, it's always, it's cordial. You know what I'm saying? It's not
right.
no problems. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is, if you sitting there saying it's gonna ruffle feathers and it's gonna get a lot of people, why? Then you're gonna sit there and say, I'm gonna tell a story. You got a sports show. I'm gonna tell a story when Big Lee tried to extort me. Why? You know, if Lee was out here, you wouldn't do that. See, that's the shit that bothers me. The same thing like when people, like that's why I said I respect King Erna. Like with Alpo. So when Alpo died, a lot of people talking.
Yeah.
Like I don't like that. If you know you're not gonna do that when the person here, why do it now? If Lee was here, you know doggone well you wouldn't do that.
The show isn't famous for sports coverage. It's often other stuff. Other shit. I just wanted to say that.
For this made smoother than your smoothest criminal. Shamo, about that money, what we get into. Shamo, about that money, get residuals. Shamo.
What it do, people? You're now tuned in.
Popovich
TV.
Oh yeah.
We live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic, that feeling. Back up in here one more again. So if it's your first time, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell. To everybody else, you already know. Tony, there was no other way. We in the end game now. We is in the end game, people. And we in the end game because that clip you see spinning before the intro is of Gully TV and his sit down with Doc from Beat 139, straight out of Harlem. And Doc was basically speaking on, you know, the whole incident where Mace was allegedly robbed or set up by Big L. And that episode on It Is What It Is, where CaM also jumped in and was like, you know, I'm going to tell a story about Big Lee, you know, how he tried to get at me, etc. Some weeks went by since then, and CaM has since released the freestyle. But pretty much Doc came on Gully TV, and he just was basically saying, you know, like, why now? You know what I mean? Like, why y'all wait till, you know, all these years later, this man is dead, y'all from Harlem, you know, you airing out the dirty laundry, so to speak. And if you follow Popovich TV and you seen my little, you know, commentary, if you will, on the incident, I feel like, you know, whether a person is dead or not, as long as it's not, you know, distasteful or disrespectful, if the person is still alive, obviously, that's talking on the incident, I feel like they do have a right to say what they want to say because it's also their life. But I also understand Doc, and then you know you hear him say, you know, when shit giving back to the community is what we call getting it lit or getting it popping, even though Mace wasn't referring to that. And like I just alluded to, it's been, I would say, a few weeks now, 2 or 3 weeks. Shit be spinning in the clip a lot. We in the microwave, era, and stories come out. Every day is always something spinning in the news clip. But since then, CaM has come out with a freestyle, I guess the last, show of their season until they come back. I think they're taking 2 weeks off or something like that. And I won't play the freestyle. I've seen a lot of people been getting flagged for, playing the music. He rhyming over Kanye West beat, Good Morning. But anyway, this is what he said. He said, I grew up with some niggas, if you did bad, they killed you if they caught you. And you respected every lesson that they taught you. You said something fly, then killer, he would have fought you. But when you get on, those same dudes try to extort you. That's what Big Lee did. I was not amused. That's Big L, brother, for those that's confused. Old boy video shoot, he came to light a fuse. Don't know if you heard or not, but homie, no more shining shoes. You ain't got the news, I had to back the crew out. Aaron was there, we almost had a shootout. And the Hawk was out, I had niggas walking out. These is all facts, so what the fuck is Doc talking about? And I was waiting for the freestyle because when he mentioned it during that episode where Mace was recanting his whole, incident or his memories, rather, what have you, his truth, as they say, right, on the alleged robbery and who set him up and etc. And now CaM drops the freestyle. He said it's to be continued, so we will be looking forward to hearing, the rest of the story, if you will. And, a lot of people is not around now, so, and if they are around, their platforms is not big enough, their voices is not big enough, so you pretty much get drowned out, and this big bank takes little bank. But I do side with Doc in this regard. I know Doc, I know a lot of the people he mentioned that's deceased now, rest in peace, Mac, obviously HUD, Kel, some of the people that he mentioned that's from Harlem, and I'm from Harlem, 142nd to be exact. The thing is the timing, if it was real animosity or whatever it was, obviously Big Lee is dead. And I had, Stash on the show. He called all the time. We still speak. Allegedly, maybe kind of sort of, he locked up for Big Lee's murder. Although, 20 years in now, he still actually think he got 22 in now. He's still, maintaining his innocence, and he's still fighting to get out. When you just see like, this shit is old, niggas is millionaires, niggas is older, mature. You been through the storm or some Busta and Stevie Wonder shit. Been through the storm, through the cold and rain. It's just like, why you want to rain on the parade or why you want to tarnish? And this is where I side with Doc. Again, I ain't watching niggas' pockets. I'm not JT pocket watching. I don't know what people do on their spare time as far as, how much dollars they give back to charity. And I'm just going to assume that they do stuff like that. I think anybody rich, or got a couple dollars and you well off, you probably gonna give back in some type of way, even though, it's a tax write-off, as they say, or you can get it back on your taxes. I find nothing wrong with that. It's a loophole. You can give back and get some of your dollars back for doing it. I'm all for it. So I'll just give them the benefit of the doubt and say that they probably give it to some charities, probably put some money somewhere, to benefit some people. And that's, that's just, giving them the benefit of the doubt. I don't know if it's true or not. In the sense that Doc is talking about, like, it's no cookouts, you ain't coming back to no block parties, you not showing face, etc. You've been getting money for a long time, and we getting money over here. Oh, we getting money. Shout outs to JR and shout outs to 40, right? That's a Dipset reference. We getting money over here. We don't see those things. You know what I mean? And so Doc said he give back. He do a lot for the community, and rightfully so. When you take from the hood, doing some of the stuff that you do when you're young, or you in your ignorance, or you see no other way out, etc. And there's no excuse for that either. But I'm just saying, when you do those things, then you come to get enlightened, and you realize that that wasn't the way. You should give back, even if it is just speaking to the youth. It don't always have to be, through finances. It could be through time, effort, and energy, and just basically on some Hove shit, like Hove sold crack. So hopefully you wouldn't have to go through that. Like, you just giving a leg up or a hand down to pull up the youth that's under you, so they don't make some of the same mistakes that you made, and they don't jump on those Yakisobis and chili con lines. But since the freestyle, Doc came back out and he jumped on, I think this is TV by the numbers, and he had this to say.
Yo, Gruff.
We just got a question. One question.
What up?
Did Big Lee and Aaron get walked out the park? That's all we want to know.
Nah, I'm happy. Aaron gonna come talk about that. I was locked up at the time.
All right.
But we on the block, man. This is what we do over here, man.
Yeah, I see it.
This is what we do. We don't fuck with the them clowns that you know what I mean. We all locked in together. This what's the numbers TV? Say what up.
Yo, what's going on with it? Speak on it. You already know.
Man, shout out.
139. Y'all know we at 139 right now.
Yeah, we in the danger zone, B.
The danger zone.
For real.
Okay.
No green screens, no props, no nothing, nigga.
That's what y'all, real quick.
Yeah, I just got a couple questions. I just want to ask, like the freestyles, the comments, the Big L, the Big Lee being brought up. Is it like you from the block? You on the block right now? Is it appreciated on the block, or is it looked at as like they being messy? Like, what's the vibe that y'all feel about what's going on?
The vibe on the block is, number one, nobody jacking that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody jacking that because it ain't called for. You know what I mean? Like me personally, I respect what they was doing. They getting their money. I'm a money nigga. You know what I mean? And I get it in when I need to get it in. You know what I'm saying? But I respect what they doing. They getting their money. Everybody doing them, you know what I'm saying? But to come out this late in the game, you know what I'm saying? To do that. My thing is, the freestyle today, I don't give a fuck. When he said, what the fuck Doc talking about, ain't bother me, you know what I'm saying? I don't look at that as too disrespectful. So, you know what I mean? It don't get to me like that. But when he said what Doc is talking about, my main thing was Big L legacy. I would have never got online and said anything, you know what I mean, if it wasn't L legacy. Like, cause I started seeing people saying Big L, what they were saying that the fans, not them, the people in the comment section saying that L got what he deserved, he was grimy, he this and that. So my thing is this: a lot of people respect the Big L, a lot of his fans, a lot of other artists. So you don't want other artists and his fans to look at him in no kind of way. You know what I mean? The fans love him. So now I start seeing people turn on him. So when I saw that, people's like, everybody's like, Doc, man, you go pull up. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's mainly about, L legacy.
Big Lee, in Big Lee, do you think that's how certain shit will play out? Like him getting escorted or talked to, like, we ain't doing this and we ain't doing that?
No way. Like that's not happening. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I told when I was on Gully Joint, I said he's super aggressive. Like I never heard nothing like that. Nah, I can't go for that. I can't jack that like that. I can't.
That's what I said. I said I
cannot
don't
jack
believe
that.
he got walked out the park.
Everybody know it.
With some
You can't. These known dudes that get it in. Known dudes that get it in. Not no suspect. Known dudes that get it in. You know what I mean? I just can't. I never seen. You can ask anybody. He's so prideful. I couldn't see it. To be honest, what I heard, that's how he got. You know what I mean? He was only home for 2 weeks. He got killed being overly aggressive. Like that I never known him any other way. Like, you know what I mean? Like I said, I wasn't there. I was locked up, and Aaron could speak on that. Like,
so in conclusion, what's the end game? Is it beef? Is it gonna be beef? I don't think so. I know CaM and them, they off now till next season. They're supposed to be coming to New York. That's what another channel has said. They're gonna pull up in New York. As Doc said, he ain't got no beef with them. He ain't even had no problems with them. He just was, being a good friend and obviously respecting one of the legends and icons of hip hop, if you will, Big L. Obviously one of the first to put on for Harlem and obviously kicked the door open for a lot of other artists. If you from, Harlem and you know, as they say, Big Lee, rest in peace, nothing to play with, obviously was an official dude, you know what I mean, no matter how you viewed him as far as the things he was into. As far as the story, backing him out and walking him out, as he said, I wasn't there either. You know what I mean? I was locked up as well. I came home in '04. So I guess we'll see if Aaron go on beat 139 or if he'll pull up on somebody else's podcast and actually recant the situation. Is CaM lying? I don't know. Again, I wasn't there. You know, why would he lie? And why would he, I don't know the answers to those things. Maybe he'll come out and say, but again, as KO used to always say when I was locked up with him, it was always somebody there. And you could be anything you want to be in a lot of these jails or a lot of these places until somebody that went to high school with you, until somebody that lived in your building pull up like, oh, no, you wasn't outside hustling. You wasn't outside doing X, Y, Z. You was in the crib. And you can't refute that. I mean, you can. And again, when you're the last man standing, so to speak, when people is dead or they're in jail and they've been gone for a long time, a lot of official people or whatever, history can get distorted. Again, I don't know why all the stuff is being recanted now. So in that regards, I agree. If it was any issues, then you should have said something why people was out or why people can address it. And the last thing is why tarnish instead of bigging up. But I get it. If people try to rob you or you felt it was animosity, nigga try to extort you, then it ain't no love probably. Even though you rich and you out the way. I guess we'll see coming forward. But I don't think it'll be no retaliation. And I hope not. I mean, anytime it's a misunderstanding or miscommunication, if you will. Men sit down or they talk it out or they iron out their differences, as opposed to taking it there. Plus, at this big old age for a lot of them, self-included, niggas don't be trying to go to jail or get put, in the ground. You know what I mean? So that's my take on it. Again, we'll follow to see what happens. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. But it's your guy, Popovich. Y'all was just tuned in. Popovich TV. We live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic, that feeling back up in here one more again. Yeah, kid.